Did you know that 12 to 20% of the protein in our body are not just restricted for building body mass, but is also used as cargo service to transport various structures here and there? You must be confused right now, but I am talking about motor proteins that are also termed as molecular motors. They are cargo proteins and called as the protein-based molecular machines that perform intracellular movements in response to a specific stimuli. Molecular motors are the classes of protein that drive intracellular trafficking by converting chemical energy to mechanical work along cytoskeleton filaments, just like a motor engine that you are very much familiar with. But interesting thing here is that it is much faster and more efficient than the motor engine due to its small size and variability. If you look at the structure carefully, we would see motor or head, which is the part that is connected towards cytoskeleton filaments. This motor or head is locomotive part of the motor proteins and is usually 2 in number. Next from the motor comes the coil or stalk that basically connects the head and tail together. A hinge acts as a connection between stalk and the tail, and mind you, all these parts are protein in nature. Then comes the tail, where the cargo is attached. Cargo as in any substance that needs to be transferred via motor proteins. Usually, the head portion of every motor protein remains the same, while the other parts may vary according to the type of motor proteins, which we will be discussing in just a bit. These molecules, whose directed movement along cytoskeleton filaments is driven by ATP hydrolysis. ATP hydrolysis occurs when an ATP loses one of its phosphate and forms ADP with a phosphate. This phosphate group detaches and then ADP is formed and the cycle continues. When ATP is formed, one of the tail moves ahead, and when it loses a phosphate, the back one comes forward and the cycle will continue to go on again and again. Molecular motors play a key role in understanding the dynamics of living matter. They grow and shrink and change position of themselves according to their types. Hopefully you must now know the basic structure of motor proteins. Stay with us so that we would be discussing various functions of it and the types of molecular motors ahead on sqadia.com.